The truth occurs.
Hi everyone, it's Sonia here. Happy New Year. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update because I haven't been around very much the last, couple of weeks. Like, I'm not posting a whole lot. I just want to let you know that I haven't forgotten about you. It's not because I don't care. I hope you're all well, and I hope that you had a good holiday season and that the new year brings you a lot of good things. I'd like to give you guys an update. I mean, look, I'm going to be really honest with you. The fact is, I know there's stuff going on in the world, but there's too much going on in my life. Like, I realized this is the reality, okay? When you have a lot of demands on you, like caregiving demands, it gets to a certain point where there's no room in your head for anything else. Yeah, like I am taking care of the person I was originally taking care of, plus my son who's autistic and who's homeschooled, and my mom has Alzheimer's. Whatever I talk about, if I talk about my son or my work or my life or my mom, because these people have so many problems, it just sounds like I'm just complaining. And I know people don't want to hear complaining, so then I just don't make a video. I mean, look, but the thing is, I'm not complaining. I feel okay for the most part about whatever it is that's going on in my life. I'm grateful for my apartment and my car and for what I have. I'm actually grateful that my son's not in school because honestly, it was worse when he was in school. It was harder. It was more stressful. It was more taxing for me emotionally. It was horrible for him. So yes, it's hard that I'm homeschooling. It's super hard. It's like almost impossible to like give him everything he needs while doing everything I have to do to keep a roof over our head. But it's still better than when he was being abused at school. And like my mom having Alzheimer's, of course it's hard. I mean, it's getting to the point now where she needs more and more and more care. Obviously, it's very expensive. And, we care about her, so we want her to be taken care of and we don't want her to suffer. But I'm not complaining. The thing is, actually, in an odd way, there has been some blessing involved. I'm not saying like it's a blessing to get Alzheimer's, but in spite of all the hardship that her Alzheimer's has brought in our family, for me, there's been a blessing within that, which is that when I was younger, she was just a very authoritarian parent. We weren't very close. And I just never had a close mother-daughter relationship. And the strange thing was, like, as she got Alzheimer's, she just sort of loosened up, eased up. She was less critical of me. And suddenly we were able to spend time together. Like in the last 10 years, I think she had the like pre-Alzheimer's changes, but they were really subtle. And then just the last 3 years, she just like started to really decline. And that's when we actually started to be able to really spend quality time together. I mean, now it's at the point where she's so confused that it's hard to take her anywhere. And she has a bit of heart issues too. So we can't do as much together, but the quality of the relationship, like the depth of the love and attachment is there. And I just so much enjoy spending time with her. So, that's a blessing. Because some people never have that kind of healing in their relationships with their parents. So my eyes are going around because I'm supposed to go in to see her right now, but I'm checking that she didn't like escape. Because it happens. Like I get calls like from people on the street, like, oh, I have your mother here. My mother got out and she gets lost, But anyway, yeah, like there was a lot of healing sort of indirectly because of her disease, And for the rest, well, I'm still grateful that I'm able to, provide for us. I miss the creativity and self-expression on YouTube, and I'm not complaining. Okay, it's not, the purpose here isn't to be negative. I'm just telling you it is what it is. YouTube put a freeze on my subscriber count. I mean, Facebook did that a long time ago. And when they do that, then you start feeling like, what's the point? Because you can't grow. It's impossible. So I feel so like, screwed, but I'm trying to accept it as like, this is part of God's plan for me. But still, after doing YouTube for 10 years and having this communication with you guys, it's like, well, what do I do now? Because this was like the only like exit to my caregiving world, like my world offline. It was just always taking care of all the stuff for other people. It's kind of pretty common for women apparently. And then YouTube was like, it was a way out. It was a way for me to like think about something else, talk about something else, show another side of who I am, interact with you guys. And now they put the kibosh on it, which I feel is really unfair. And actually, remember we used to say first they came for the activist, and I didn't say anything because I was an activist. And they came for the artist, and I didn't say anything because I was an artist. And they go through the whole list of people, and in the end they're like, and then they came for me, and there was no one left to stand up for me. And I actually believe that that's really happening. Like the level of censorship is so ridiculous. It's like I can't I can't believe how far it's gone. I mean, I know there's a lot of really nutty and negative stuff on the internet, but the fact that they could censor a channel just for, I think actually what really was the final nail in the coffin for my channel was a video that I did where I talked about all the books that I had. Because this is when this happened. Okay, I just showed my books, and I just said I read all these books. They're all very controversial books, and it was actually about a lot of them, and I just said that I read all the books, and actually after I read all the books, I learned more. I can't even go into detail about what I did learn and how I really feel about it. And you know, all this, I can't even go into detail about that. To take my video down or I mean, this is crazy making. And that's when they put the freeze on my channel, when I said I read all the books, and I don't think books should be banned, and I don't think topics should be banned, and that people can read books and then make up their own minds. And that's what did it. So it's like, wow, you know, like, I couldn't have done anything better. I did the best I could. Not complaining, I'm just telling you this is what happened. So that's the update. I mean, really, this is my life. I'm trying to figure out what can I do now besides just caregiving. I got to do something else. So I don't know. Look, you know what? Why don't you like give me some topics of things that maybe I want to do videos on, and actually on Patreon, like people who donate to me on Patreon, they can ask for topics and I will have to make the video. That's the deal. So you could do that, or just make suggestions or something, and I'll see what I can do. And that's it. Anyway, I hope everything's going well for you. And yeah, God bless you guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.